Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining the session today. And my name is Jocelyn. I'm actually represent from GB Academy Education Center. And today we are going to run this motivation talk to teach you how to unleash your potential to step into the top 100 university in the world. Okay, so if let's say during the session, you have any question, maybe you feel like very confused and so on, you can feel free to type it in the chat box. Okay, we will answer it later once we done our session. So, okay, give me a moment. Okay, basically this is all the agenda today. We will briefly talk about the study skill and tips to focus. Then later on, we will do a brief introduction about study in UK and what is the entry requirement to the top universities in the UK. And of course, we have a representative from University of Southampton, Malaysia, and Mr. Tan, and he will actually do the introduction later on. Okay, so this is a basic introduction about myself. It's about 10 years of a working experience in the education. So basically, GB Academy is a center where we are based in the Johor. And yeah, we are actually more specialized in the Singapore, UK, Ireland, and of course, Malaysia. Okay, for myself, I'm a graduate from the University of Hertfordshire, and also I do my MBA in the Convent University after my degree. So yeah, if you are UEC student, you can actually talk to me with Mandarin. It's not the issue. I'm the UEC student as well. Anston is also a UEC student as well. We are graduate from the Johor. Yeah. So basically what I'm doing every day is do the consultation for the university and personality tests or study mapping and so on. So if you're thinking you need some help about the career or study guide, you can contact me later on, let's say after the session, or if you want, you can stay back after the event and inquiry about the study and so on. It's not the issue, all right? Okay, so let's start our topic today. So I believe all of you guys, maybe currently you guys are Form 4, Form 5, or maybe Form 6. So you guys are going to the exam, maybe end of the year or maybe next year, March, okay? So most of us, right, we always having some issue about like, how can we study better, okay? Because maybe we think we want to get a very good regret in the exam, but the way we study may be unable to let us to have a very good grade. That is because we are using the wrong strategy about the study. Okay, so you have to always remember when you are studying, you have to make it as effective study. So what is all about the effective study? So there's a 4 point you just need to take note, which is be open-minded and make learning meaningful, focus and persistent, and learn how to learn. Okay, so this is a very important point. All right. And what is all about the open-minded? Okay, so you have to keep your mind free and clear of the distraction and so on. Okay, so everybody know who is Lisa, right? I think I hope I don't have a generation gap. Lisa is quite famous. Yeah, she is one of
New song, Lisa Loves Me.
Yeah, Lisa. So you see, can you imagine, let's say let's say you imagine yourself, you are the Lisa, okay? So there's many attraction, some nearby you, like for example, your neighbor is singing, okay? So the environment is wrong already, okay? Or maybe you are studying in the room and then your sibling is like, they are watching the movie in the living room, but they open the volume very loud, okay? It will affect to you as well, all right? Another thing is, while you are studying, and maybe you put your phone next to you, or you are just playing the game, or maybe you are watching some movie or drama show while you are studying. So this is actually all the, I would say is not the right way when you say you want to study. Yeah, so this is a very important thing. Okay, I'm not asking you to study for 1 hour non-stop. Okay, you can arrange your time. We will teach you how to do that later on. Okay. So basically, if you are in the wrong environment, okay, so this is all the solution for you. So first thing, you need to go to a quiet place, okay? And second thing is you need to clear your mind. You tell yourself, let's say, for example, I give myself a 30 minutes to study, okay? So then in this 30 minutes, you must really focus on study, to focus on your books or your notes, or any of your homeworks, yeah, which is can help you to memorize and understand as soon as possible. Okay, and after that, you can even set a timing. Every 30 minutes, you rest for 5 minutes. Okay, the 5 minutes, you can do anything. You can just have a look for your Instagram, or maybe you can watch a 5-minute video, whatever, as long as you think it's effective to you. Okay, so this is some there's some apps you can actually download in your handphone, which is this Forest. I have a lot of the students, they are studying overseas. Actually, they download this one to help them to manage their study time. Okay, because you know, if you study in overseas, especially like UK, Australia, they are not like how to say, not like us, you know, the teacher will give us the tips and so on, you know, just go study the tips and so on, and then you go for exam. In overseas, it's very different. Sometimes it's open book, because the lecturer want you to understand about the theory and then write down your own comments. Okay, so that's why you need to arrange your time to study as earlier as possible, so that you can have well preparation for your exam. Okay, so second thing is you have to make your study become more meaningful. How to make it? Okay, so this is the way we can do. Okay, first thing, you have to understand what people are saying. Okay, like for now, you coming to the webinar. Okay, so how to be more meaningful, which is first thing, you have to be more participants. Okay, so you have to, like for example, when I ask a question, you can answer. Okay, I don't force you to unmute your mic. But the thing is, you have to try your best. You can type in, you can key in your feeling or what is your thoughts. Yeah, this is the best way, especially when you guys are doing e-learning class for now. I do have a lot of feedbacks, especially from the secondary school student. They always say, oh, they see their senior go for the online class so many years, like 2 years already since COVID until now, right? So they feel like online class is very horrible and so on. But I noticed one thing, actually, this is only happening in the, what we call the secondary school. Okay, but when you go for the university, of course, it depends on which university, but most of the university students from UK, Australia, or even Singapore, they still feedback to me, actually, their online class is quite interesting. Why? It's because one thing, lecturer, they also force them to open the camera. Okay, because the lecturer doesn't want to just talk to the screen. This is the first thing. And also, they give a lot of the quiz in the Zoom, and also the student also participates a lot. And this is also one of the things to help them avoid from the distraction, because when you switch on your camera, definitely you will be more focused, because so many people is looking at you also at the same time, right? Yeah, so this is some solution for yourself, so you can go back and review to see is it work on you. Okay, the third one is you also need to practice. Okay, of course, you need to see what kind of the study method or learning method is more suitable to you, because everybody have a different character. Some people, they prefer to ask Google, is more effective. Some people, they prefer like 2 to 5 friends that study together. This is more on peer-to-peer learning, or maybe they can ask a senior, you know, to teach them what is all the important point about the subjects. So some people, they are more on YouTube learning. Some people, they prefer go for the tuition. And I think the most effective one, which is My Maths, which is personally, I myself, I also using this one. Okay, so yeah, this is some things that most of the time students, they will actually do it. My student, they will do it in the Instagram or Facebook or something, because study sometimes is quite boring, right? So sometimes when they want, they can actually put in the question in the Instagram story. Okay, then they will see how many of the student, like, they will answer and so on. So if you want, you can also form out with your study group, okay, then you can do this. Like for example, today, Sherry and Chen Ling or Ayaka, you guys are maybe 3 of good friends. Okay, so you guys can form this one. Like for example, Sherry is more expert in the Chinese learning, for example. So you can put some question over there to see how your student answer, I mean your friends answer, whether is it correct or not. Okay, so another thing is concentration is also very important. Okay, like I said just now, while you are studying, you are watching the video, or maybe you just put your phone aside and actually you won't be able to concentrate, right? So you have to find a way to build up your concentration. Okay, like for example, time management is one thing very important. Sometimes, I mean, the student nowadays, right, they are trained to using this kind of the toys. If you see the picture over here, okay, this is something like a concentration toy. You can actually search it in the Shopee. It's quite useful. I don't know why, but most of the students like 14 years old and above, they think this is really help them a lot. Like for example, when they are they are in the class or something, they were playing this kind of things. So to help them more concentrate, and also it will help them to distress as well. Yeah. Okay, so another way is, if let's say you think this is all something you cannot help, then what you can do is just put a plan for yourself about your study schedule. Let's say, for example, now it's already September. You want to try for these 2 weeks. Okay, so you can do the schedule and then you tell your parents or your friends about your schedule. So they will always ask you whether have you followed the schedule and so on. Yeah, so this is also one of the best way you can try on it. Some of the students, they are more open-minded. They actually will post it on their Instagram or their Facebook, you know, to let everybody to know what she's going to achieve for today. So once she's done, she will make another post again. So this is also another way to help you to set up your concentration. Okay, so while we are focusing on our study strategy, right? Okay, so we need to understand whether the way we study is it correct or not. So this is also important thing you need to take note, which is more on critical thinking. Okay, critical thinking might be very new to you guys, okay, but it's not new to the university students. Every university student, they have to study critical thinking, these subjects. Normally it will be in their year 1, okay? So you just always remember critical thinking is all about the 5W and 1H, okay? You have to understand, you have to ask yourself every time, what is the 5W and 1H? Yeah, like for example, when I want to study history, okay, so you can even put in 5W and 1H, okay, to tell yourself why you want to study these all things. Or maybe in every history question or story or topic, you can even use this way to help you to memorize also. That would be more easier. Okay, I can give you an example. Like for example, when people want to people look into the GB Academy, like me, I represent the GB Academy, right? So people will always ask you, what is all about GB Academy? So what is already there? So I always use the 5W1H to further explain to the people, okay? So like, for example, why you need to come to GB Academy? Because we are the best education center, okay? So where are we? We are from Malaysia, based in the Johor Bahru and Krang, okay? So who is the person, you know, like promoting the GB Academy? Definitely is Jocelyn, because you are joining my webinar. Okay, so what is all about GB Academy? We are actually a university center processing, and also we are more focusing on the Singapore and the overseas education. Okay, so when we actually started 2018, so how to help the student to get the info for further study? Yeah, and it's actually free of charge. Okay, so this is how I'm actually memorize everything. Okay. Yeah, so another thing is taking the notes is also important as well. Okay, because when you are on the class, definitely you are not just only listen, right? You are definitely taking some notes. So what kind of the notes can help you to be more effective? Okay, first thing is I will say you have to make it in your own words. And also it must be a point form. So easy to help you to remember. And you can add on the 5W1 hash during your revision. Yeah. So another thing is you can even also using the math. Okay, I'm not sure how many of you guys are using tablets to doing the notes for now, but I think for me it's very convenient. Yeah, for myself, sometimes when I want to attend some webinar, I also using my tablet to write down all the notes. So this is some of the example for the student nowadays, you know, because when you are using tablet, it's very convenient. You can choose different color, you can draw whatever you want. You can even add on the picture, choose the size of the pens. Yeah, so this is how you can actually doing the notes as well, because it will be more attractive. Yeah, so it will also easier for you to do the revision after the sessions. Yeah, okay. So another thing is you have to learn about the listening as well. Okay, sometimes don't always so eagerly to answer. Have to listen and understand first. Okay, so how you actually to study, this is something I always want to tell the students. Like for example, study is there is a 4 stage. Okay, like for you guys, I give you a sample. Okay, you are doing the online class for now. How many of you will do the earlier revision before the class? Like for example, you know tomorrow is your Chinese class. Okay, you're going to go for the lesson 9. So how many of you will start to open the material and do the pre-revision today? Okay, how many of you will do that? If you have do that, please key in 1. If no, also never mind, just key in 0. Let me see if you are there. Okay, good. I see all of you, you mentioned you have do that. Okay, so you are doing the right thing. So your first stage is correct already. So after that, when you are in the class, all right, you have to do a write notes. And then after that, finish the class, what you're going to do, okay, you have to go and see whether your notes you note down, is it really tally with what you actually listen from the class? I believe most of you guys maybe have the recording, so you can replay for your recording. It's not an issue. Then after that, maybe after 1 week or 2 weeks, then you can do your final review again. Okay, so this is how we actually do the study. Okay, so for the concentration and memory also is one of the important things. Okay, but I always think the motivation is the most important part when during for your whole study duration. Yeah, because for our Malaysia education system, right, we are always determine students based on their final exam. Okay, so even though you doesn't like exam, no choice, you have to go through this one. So motivation is also playing a very important role during your secondary school time, or maybe even your university time as well. Okay, so how you actually want to motivate yourself? First thing, you have to set your study goal. Okay, this is a really important thing, and you have to plan out, and then you have to see how you're going to achieve your goal. Okay, so what is all about the goal? This is something very important. I always want to tell the students. Okay, you know, a dream is not a goal. Okay, I dream to go university in the overseas, but this is not like a goal, you know, because you didn't specify and tell people how and where you want to go. This is a one thing. Yeah, I can talk a lot of dream, okay, but doesn't mean I can have a lot of goal. Yeah, that is the things. So of course, you want to achieve your dream, then you need to have many goals so that you can only achieve your dream. So how to set your goal? 3 points: clear and realistic. Make a small piece and a plan to achieve. Okay, so this is a very important thing. Like for example, I give you 2 examples below there. I want to get 10A. You can say this is a goal, but if you ask me, I said this is just a dream. You only say you want to get 10A, but what subjects, how, in what kind of exam? Okay, 10A can be in every way. School exam also can be 10A, right? Okay, so you have to make it more specific. Like I want to hit 5A, for example. If you are average student, Okay, you need to understand yourself first. Like for example, if your result is always like 60, 70, I wouldn't say it's impossible to go to 90 and above, but you have to see if you all the time 60, 70, then you feel like satisfied already, you don't do anything. So how you can say I want to hit the 10A in your exam? So it's impossible, right? So you can play a small piece first. You can say, okay, I want to hit a 5A in my SPM, okay? And in what subjects? Bio, Maths, PM, BI, Chemistry, okay? So then how are you going to do that? You want to start to do the revision for your Form 4 from now until maybe end of the August, something like that. And of course, then from maybe September until next year, January, you want to finish all the Form 5 things. Okay, from what time to what time. So this is basically, this is a very clear goal for you to do. Like for UEC students, okay, because UEC exam is on December, right? So you have to understand yourself. So for now, it's timing for you to prepare for your UEC subjects already. If not, at least you must complete your so-called senior middle 2, which is your Gao the whole syllabus. You have to, you know, to study already. At least you have to complete, like finish everything, I would say. Now is the timing for you to prepare your senior middle 3 subjects and content. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is some of the sample list from the students. Okay, so I mean, this is just for your example. You can do this as well. Mind mapping, something is very good. You can actually download some apps, you know, they will actually, it's easier for you to do the mind mapping, I would say. So you can download in your iPads, or you can even go to the website as well. Some of the website they provided. Okay, so this is something so you can put it in your note, or you can, if you want, you can screenshot. I hope you guys start to doing this after the session today. Okay, like for example, now you can start to review. Have you really set out the goal? I believe more of you guys have already, but you just need to see whether is your goal, is it realistic? Okay. Okay, so how's your study plan? How you're going to achieve? So what kind of study methods, time frame, and what tools you were using? But always remember, don't set only. You have to do. Then after that, in 2 weeks' time, you have to review again to see whether is the plan, is it suitable to you, is it effective, and is it manage your time? Okay, yeah, if you think there is something not suitable, then you have to change. Yeah, that because everyone, even include myself also, said we all have a problem about time management. We all have a problem about the procrastination. All right, so we always have to review so that you will be more successful in the future. Okay. All right, so of course, this is additional things like how to be more focused. Like, I'm not really like very encourage you to drink coffee. If you want, you can drink black coffee. But coffee things is like when you like it, then you will like it like forever lah. Okay, if you take too much of coffee, also not good, right? So when you have a time, just go and do some exercise. It's really good for you. And the most important thing is have to get good enough sleep, because the sleep will affect it to your focus, concentration, as well as your memory. Yeah. Some people, I know young people nowadays, you guys like to study at night time, but don't always do that. Yeah. You can wake up early. You can sleep early and wake up at 4 o'clock. This is a good way. Okay. But if you sleep at morning 4 o'clock, then in long term, it's not good for your health. Yeah. Okay, this is some of the students, like they tell me, okay, what is their problem, you know, cannot study well and so on. So I believe this is most of the students we are facing for now. So you have to solve it. Okay, so you guys have any question for now? Okay, if no question, then I will move to the next. Okay, so I believe most of you guys also think about to study in the UK in the future, right? Like for example, after your SPM or maybe after your UEC time. Okay, so I will just do a very brief introduction for you on the, if you want to know further, next time we can make a consultation to talk more about the study in UK. Okay, so normally why we want to study in UK? Safe and friendly country, all right? And it's actually an English-speaking country. You know, English, British accent is also different than the Australia, US, and so on. All right, and quality of education, this is definitely, because even though our education also quite similar with the UK as well. Okay, so as a Malaysian, when we go to UK study, we need visa. Okay, why I want to specify this is because some of the country we don't need to give the visa, but in UK we need to provide the visa. So the UK study fee is also quite affordable. Okay, depends on what school you are studying. Okay, welfare and equality, and you can work a part-time there while you are studying. Okay, it's not the issue. And there is a graduate work visa scheme. Okay, so this is very attractive. Okay, so normally, okay, you can see this is the maps for the UK. So in the UK itself, if you seeing the right side of the slide, okay, so UK basically, there's a Scotland. Okay, you can look down. There's a London there, and also Wales and so on. Okay, so how we actually understand about the UK is usually Scotland's the education is about 4 years for the degree. Okay. If you watch a lot of the Netflix drama like The Crown and so on, you will be very familiar with the Scotland and Wales. Okay, London is London is the main city of the UK. All right, it's like our Kuala Lumpur, but even more better. Okay, so like for example, if you heard about Manchester, Liverpool, study in London, it is somewhere nearer. Okay, and there is another way, which is Northern Ireland. Okay, you have to understand, study in Ireland doesn't mean study in Northern Ireland. Ireland and Northern Ireland is in the one place, but because of the war, so they separate themselves. Northern Ireland is belong to UK, so Ireland is still belong to Ireland. Okay, so but they are using different currency. Okay, Ireland is using Euro and Northern Ireland is using pound. Okay, so what is the university represent for Northern Ireland, which is Queen Belfast? Okay, if you heard about Queen Belfast, you know it's under Northern Ireland. All right. So how we actually study in UK, basically for students, you have two options. First thing, you apply via UCAS. Okay. Second thing, you can direct apply via internet or agents. Okay, it's up to you. All right, you see whether which one you think you want to try. But of course, I will say direct apply is always more convenient and more easier to get more scholarship. Okay, so majority of the UK university, they only accept for the year 12 for direct. This one I'm saying if you are applying using UCAS, okay, definitely you need a year 12, okay? But if let's say some of the direct, right, student can actually go to UK to study foundation. Yeah, but you need to understand most of the university in UK, they do not provide any foundation. Their foundation is work with some of the education group. I will further explain to you later on. Okay, so just to let you know what is all about year 12, which is UEC, A-level, STPM, or any of the international foundation. I'm saying international foundation, not like those UCSI foundation, they are not the international foundation. So I'm saying about like MAFI, Monash Foundation year, or maybe SACE, or maybe OSMED. Yeah, this all considered as an international foundation. Okay, so most of the time, what kind of major we want to study in the UK? A lot of people, they're actually going UK for science, like pharmaceutical science or biomedical science. Any science you can think about, you can go to UK and study, okay? Engineering is also very hot program in the UK. Law, yeah, because it's definitely recognized in Malaysia. Okay, so you have two options. Either you do bar exam, which is this BPTC in the UK, then you come back straight away to register as lawyer. Otherwise, once you complete the law program in the UK, you come back Malaysia, you have to do CLP. But I don't suggest to do that because CLP is quite difficult to do, I would say. But if possible, if your financial is able to do that, you do the bar in the UK is even better. Okay, so business and accounting, because why? Most of the business and accounting subjects or maybe the courses in the UK is recognized by ACCA. And once student graduate, they can get the exemption from the ACCA subjects. Okay, if you want to further your FCCA. And most of the UK university, they actually have this triple crown accreditation. Okay, if you want to study business, triple crown is also quite important. That means because there's only 200 universities in the world that have this triple crown accreditation. So when there's a university, their business program is accredited by the triple crown, that means their business is really doing very well. Okay, so which means their entry requirement also higher. Yeah, just to let you know. Okay, so basically this is a general requirement if you want to further study in UK. So for UEC student, you always have to remember a minimum 5B is a requirement. Okay, so UK university actually will accept English. I mean, for our UEC English, but not all the university. Most of the time, maybe tier 2 university, they will accept, like Conventry, Sunderland, TSI. I will further share later on. If you are thinking about like you want to go to very top university, right? They are still prefer IELTS or maybe your SPM 1119. Okay, you have to check whether your SPM 1119 what is the subjects. Okay, for the SMK school student, you must make sure you have an A-level or STPM 3B and above. Okay, so there will be more chances to go to UK study. Okay, so today there's another question again. What happens if my UEC I don't have 5B? So how can I still study in the UK? Yes, you can. Okay, two ways. Is either you can go to the pathway course, which is you still study for degree year 1. Okay, but it's work out with the pathway. And you can still go to Liverpool, Manchester, Southampton is not the issue. Okay, same with your genius friend. But it's just like first year, you have to do very hard. And also they will give you a lot of the English class for you to attend. Yeah, but there's a lot of students, they're actually using this pathway to study, especially in Malaysia. Okay, so the fees is about, studying in UK is about 1 year, about 10 to 20,000 pounds per year. It depends on which school you are studying. I would say the top ranking school definitely will be more expensive. Okay, study duration usually 3 to 5 years, depends on what is your major. Normally science maybe 3 to 4 years, or maybe some of the engineering usually is 4 years, or maybe medicine course, this all is 5 years and above. Okay, so living costs in the UK, actually I wouldn't say expensive, to be honest, because it depends on where you study. Of course, if you stay in the London, will be very expensive. It's about 1,000 and 1,200 per month. Yeah. But if you stay in outskirt area, like maybe some Plymouth area or Portsmouth area, actually 700, 800 per month. And or even lesser, it depends on how you actually spend the money. Some students, they don't really eat a lot and don't really go out shopping a lot. They can save a lot actually. Yeah. Okay, so you can even do the part-time in the UK. So it's about 20 hours every week, and minimum wage is about 6.15 pounds per hour. Okay, and you will get the 2 years post-study visa. So what is the post-study visa? Meaning to say, once you graduate from any university in the UK and you get the honors degree, you can stay in the UK for 2 years. Okay, they won't chase you to go back to your home country. So what you're going to do in the 2 years, up to you. Okay, if you think you have saved a lot of money already, you just want travel, you can travel to the Europe, no problem. Okay, and if you don't want, you just want to get more working experience, you can even just get a job within the 2 years. Just spend your 2 years time to get a work experience over there also can. Yeah. Okay. So this is something I just want to share with you. If you want, you can take a screenshot as well. So basically, this is all the entry requirement. Like I say, you have three ways to choose. Either you are direct entry, pathway, or foundation. Okay, so direct entry always need better result and the better IELTS. Okay, if you want to go to the top school, what I'm saying is the top 100 in the UK, like Southampton is one of the top school. Okay, so pathway program, their entry is slightly lower. Okay, I will say UEC 5C and above, they might have a chance for you to enter to degree year 1. Okay, but they also need IELTS, but their IELTS is about 5.5 and above. Okay, like for example, 5.5, you study 1 year. Okay, if you are 5.0, maybe you have to study 4 terms. 4 terms, that means 1 year, 3 months for your year 1. Then after that, you progress to the year 2, year 3, which means you mix with the UK student and then you attend the class together. When you are in the pathway international year 1, your classmate is all international student. There is no UK student will join in the international year 1. Yeah, so this is how it works. Okay, so like for certain course, like for example, medicine, vets, or maybe pharmacy, these all subject in the UK is like a very limited seats, right? Unless your result is 10A and above, otherwise it's very difficult to direct entry. So students have to do foundation over there, okay? Or maybe your result is really not so well, okay? You have to start from the foundation also can. But in the UK itself, foundation usually is about 8 months, okay? It's like a international foundation. So once you complete your foundation, you can progress to the degree year 1, year 2, and year 3, so on, okay? Yeah, so this is all about the UCAS. Okay, I think somebody is switch on the mic, right? Okay, this is all about the UCAS. All right. So if you want to apply for the UCAS, you have to prepare certain things. But sometimes people might ask, what is a UCAS? So basically, UCAS is like a admission service in the UK to process all the students they want to submit their application to the UK university. Okay. For SPM students, they might be more familiar, which is in Malaysia, we have a UPU system. Yeah, this is something similar with the UCAS, okay? So, yeah. So if you want to have apply via UCAS, right, these are the things you need to prepare. Good result, like for example, if you are UEC student, you must have a good UEC, submit together with your IELTS, personal statement, passport copy, reference letter if you have, and you pay for about the application fee is about 20 to 26. Normally, UCAS is allowed you to apply 5 applications in one time. For example, you aim for top 100 university, you say the first one, I want to choose Southampton. Second one is I want to choose a University of Exeter. Then third one, maybe I want to go for Queen Belfast. Maybe the fourth one, I want to choose for the Liverpool, and the fifth, I want to go for the University of Birmingham. You can choose these 5, okay? And what subjects you want to apply, okay? Then after that, you proceed until the end, you just pay the application fee will do, okay? But always remember, UCAS actually is open for every September. Yeah, so like for example, if you want to study next year September, by right for now you have to start apply already. Otherwise, it's very difficult for you to get a seat. But I always say UCAS is mainly for those people, their result is really good one, then you can try. Okay, because I do have a student, UEC student, 10A, she study commerce. Okay, she applied via UCAS and she applied 5. Only got the offer letter for 2 schools only, and there's no scholarship. Okay, so ends up she just go for apply via agent and so on. That she even get more scholarship. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is some of the sample for yourself. Okay. Like for example, when we talk about study in UK, we want to go direct. What kind of university you can apply? You can, like for example, in Malaysia, they have an office here, which is Teesside University, University of Plymouth, or University of Southampton. They have a Malaysia campus as well. Okay. Of course, there's a lot. I don't list out everything. Okay, so if you want to get more, you can WhatsApp to me later on. Then I will just share you more details. Like pathway, you always heard about on campus into Oxford's international group, or maybe Navitas or Kaplan. Yeah, this is all about the pathway. To be honest, most of the Malaysian students, they actually go pathway rather than direct, because direct is not so easy. Okay, and pathway give them more preparation, and sometimes pathway, the price is even cheaper than direct and more scholarship. Yeah, so this is how the student make a decision. Yeah. So before you study UK, you have to ask yourself the few things. Okay, how you going to choose? Like for example, you want to go to the research-based Russell Group University, or you want to go for the modern university. Russell Group is a Russell Group is a group of the university that very focused on the research in the UK university, which means those top 100 schools in the UK, most of the time they are under Russell Group. That means they have a higher requirement, okay? So modern university is actually more focusing on the practical, okay? Like for example, Convent University, okay? Or maybe Edinburgh Natural University, Sunderland University. These all are under modern university. You ask yourself, you are more on research basic, or you are just more on practical person, so you can choose, okay? Second thing, whether you want to stay in the big city for your employment, or you just want to go for the small town just for the experience. Yeah, this is very important. Like some students, they just want to go London. Why? Because they want to work in the London in the future. They think London is a big city, have more big firm, which is MNC company, so they want to study in there and work there. Okay, but some people, they say, I just want to go UK to have an experience. I don't want to spend so much of money. Yeah, Plymouth, Teesside, or Portsmouth is also your option. Okay, so did you plan for the master? This is the things. Okay, I always tell the student, if you have idea to go for the master, okay, actually it depends on you. If you have a budget concern, okay, you can go to second tier university to study your degree first, and then you focus to enter the top university for your master program. Yeah, like some of my friends, like for example, my classmate, they graduate from the University of Coventry, they take a degree, but they do the master program in the University of Liverpool or Manchester. Yeah, so this is how they work, or maybe London School of Economics. Yeah, okay. So are you really worried about the migration, thinking about the migration, and how about the culture of city? I'm saying this one is because you have to understand, UK is very big, okay? So every city, they have different group of the people. Okay, so of course, some of the city also is a popular place for migration. Like for example, if you go to Liverpool, Manchester, you will feel like there's a lot of Chinese over there. Yeah, Chinese from China that like to migrate. If you go for Birmingham, you will see quite a lot of the Indian students there. So is it okay for you? Yeah, or you are just more focusing on the environment, culture. Yeah, so which one you want? And another thing is a subject ranking or world ranking. Yeah, because different university, they have a different type of the strangers. Okay, like for example, some of the university, let's say for the fashion. Okay, so when we talk about fashion or maybe jewelry design, okay, so definitely you will think about Birmingham City University because their jewelry design is really, really top. Okay, but their overall school ranking, they might not very high, but their design is very strong. Okay, so you want to go for this kind of the university, or you just want to go for the others university like Dundee University? The overall ranking is very strong in the top 10 in the UK, but maybe their design is just, I would say maybe ranking is about top 50 in the UK, something like this. You need to see whether you want subjects or you are more focusing of the university world ranking, which one you want. Yeah, okay. All right, so my sharing is about here. So basically, this is all my information. So if you have any question, you can screenshot this one. You can find me in the Facebook, Instagram, or even you want WhatsApp to me later on, no problem. So I will pass my mic to Anston, so he will hand over. Anston, are you there?
Yes, thank you, Jocelyn. Could you help me to share my videos, City of Southampton for 2 minutes? So after viewing the can full screen. Thank you. The music's make out and full screen. Yeah. We couldn't hear anything. Yes, you can hear. Okay, thank you, Jocelyn. So, okay, once again, good afternoon to all the students. So at the moment, I will be focused on teaching you guys how to go global. Okay, I believe that most of you have spent up to about near to 20 years in your own like so-called kampong. So if you are from Kuching, Sarawak, maybe you spend your time kindergartens, primary school or secondary schools in your hometown. So if you are in Johor, the story will be the same. So I believe that all the young adults like me, we want to go global because we want to see different things. We want to gain international outlooks. We want to do some things big. There is a big impact for the communities that make us proud or make the people get benefits. Okay, so I will like to share my screen here. Let me know if you cannot hear my voice clearly. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute your mics or type at the chat box. Okay, so my focus is Let's Go Globals. Okay, and I will be representing University of Southampton Malaysia's campus also at the same time. So, okay, so these are the story that I will skip because I think Jocelyn already mentioned to you why we have to join UK university, the top UK university. So the traditional way of applying is go to the UCAS, and GB is one of the agents that are well experienced to help you to submit all the documents. So this is EduCity. Do you guys know about EduCity in Johor? There's about 3 universities in Edu City. There's University of Reading, University of Newcastle, and University of Southampton. 3 leading UK universities are in Malaysia, but we are offering different programs. So Southampton is the only Russia groups. Okay, as mentioned, Russia Group is a tier 1 university in the UK. Currently, we rank 77. Okay. So we rank 77 in the world. So in UK alone, there's about 140 university. Okay, 140 plus in the UK. But only the 24 is a tier 1 research incentives, which fall under the category of Russia groups. Okay, University of Southampton, University of Oxford, University of Cambridge, University of Manchester, University of Leeds, University of Sheffield. All these are the tier 1 UK university in the UK or in the England, okay, to be specific. Okay, so the pictures here you can see is the sports stadium. Sports stadium here, there are Olympic size swimming pool. For the students, if you love swimming, you will enjoy the first class facility here. There is an indoor badminton court. It's open for students. Okay. So a short introductions about myself. I'm Anston. So I will be the recruiters from University of Southampton, Malaysia campus. So why join Southampton? As I mentioned, we are not only the tier 1 university, we rank number 77 in the world, but we are part of the Russia groups. Okay, in the UK, there is a research has shown that the student graduated from the Russia groups earn higher income, on average, earn higher income than the Russia groups. Okay, we have about 25,000 students from 135 countries. That means you might have a housemate or a roommate or a classmate from Japan, from South Africa, from Colombia, from the Philippines. So you have different friends around the world. Okay, so the advantage of studying in Malaysia is flexible campus transfers. That means that you can spend your foundation's times in Malaysia campus. After this, progress to the UK, or you want to do like business program, you can do 3+0 or 2+1 or 1+2. Engineering at the moment is scheduled at 2+2, 2 years in Malaysia, 2 years in the UK. So for computer science at the moment is 3 years in Malaysia, but after you can top up your master in the UK. Definitely cost saving. Same program, same certificate you will get, but different price. In UK, you have to pay in the UK currency, which is about 20,000 per year, UK pound. Sterlings. So in Malaysia, it's about average, it's about 40 to 50,000 per ringgit per year. So Malaysia here, we offer generous scholarships to help you to grow because we want to nurture the future leaders like all of you here. So we are the best UK university in Malaysia at the moment. A lot of our subjects are ranked top 10 in the UK. So we are the first for electrical electronics, number 4 for mechanicals, aero and astro, number 10 for business, almost top 10 for our computer science degrees. So as 100 years of history, UK university, our history can date back to 1862. So these are some of the things I will skip. Okay, this is the pictures of the UK university. Imagine that if you were the students of Southampton, you will study in this one conducive and wonderful and comfortable weather's campus. This is the Highfield campus. So you can see that actually this is the noon times, but a lot of people, they enjoy the sunlight under the hot suns also because it's where make them feel warm. Okay, it's unlike the culture weather in Malaysia is scorching. Okay, the UK ones where you make you feel warm and at the same time comfortable. So these conducive environments can help you to study well, do well in your exam and your studies also. So Southampton's, this is the UK maps. Okay, it's similar like the Peninsula Malaysia. Okay, so Southampton, we are like the Malaysia locations in the southern Johor. UK is in the southern tip of England, which is the sea city here also. So if you heard about Titanic, Southampton is set off from the city port of Southampton. So Titanic start from here. So it's very near to London. So driving is about 1 hour to 2 hours, depending on your driving speed. So if you are taking the train to London, this is only 1 hour and 10 minutes. It's well connected to the European cities. So this is some of the pictures that I could like to share with you for the UK learning environments, night view. So there are 6 campuses in the UK. There are Highfield campus, Boulevard campus, University of Hospitals, Waterfronts, Avenues, and Winchester. Number 7 campus, which is the first overseas campus, is located in Johor Iskandar. So this is part of the pictures of the University of Southampton, Malaysia. I will show you more pictures about the campus in the next few slides. So these are the facilities. Why join the top university? Firstly, if you are looking for science programs, UK University is one of the best facility providers. The government invests millions of dollars to upgrade the facility to cooperate in they are partnering with the top company I will show you, like Huawei, Boeing, to do the research. Okay, so all these are the tier 1 facility, all these are the real pictures they captures for our own students. So you can see if you are aero and astro students, you will be accessed to the flight simulated rooms also. So all these are our tier 1 and expensive premium sophisticated facilities offered for all our students to use. Okay, so you can see if you are SPM students or UEC or O levels, okay, depend on your results. So we have foundations here. Every year we have intake in April, June, and July. As long as you complete your final result, okay, let's say UEC, you completed UEC, your result is not yet out, but you can start applying. So for SPM, all level the same. Once you finish your final exams, you can start looking for university and apply. Okay, so after that 1 year's foundation, you can auto progress to this 3 program, or you can go overseas directly. We have 4 years master programs. Please take note that in Malaysia or in the Southeast Asia, most of the engineering programs are offered in 4 years, but you only can get bachelor's, D for bachelor's, and for master. The UK will give you master degree in 4 years. So electrical and electronics. Okay, so what you will learn, okay, in mechanicals engineering, there are 11 specialization. Year 1 and year 2, you have to focus and learn all the fundamental theories and principles knowledge. So in the year 3, you can choose specialization. For example, the first one is acoustical engineering. It's related to the noise, sounds, or concerts. Okay, if you want to reduce the noise pollution, this is how you can focus on acoustical engineering. Advanced material, waterproof mobile phone. Okay, I'm waiting for you to invent for me. Okay, so we also have aerospace. Okay, automotive, flying car. Okay, this is the dream for Malaysia visions. We also have biomedical engineering. Biomedical engineering is focused on designing artificial organs, or if you want to design a testing kit under COVID situation, you will become a millionaire soon if you are able to design. So we also have engineering management, mechatronics, robotics, naval engineering, sustainable energy, all fall under our mechanical engineering. So we also have aero and astro. Aero is anything within the atmospheres. Astro is anything in the outer space. So this is one of the interesting subjects, but the principle is similar to mechanical. So you not only can work in the airlines or airplanes industry, but you also can work in the mechanicals or even business industry. Okay, we also have electrical electronics, #1 in the UK. We have artificial, students can focus on AI, artificial intelligence, mathematics, nanotechnology, power system, and computer science program are under electrical electronics engineering. Okay, so next slide. Can anyone here, are you guys still following me? If you are following me, please type 2 at the chat box. Let me know that you are still following me. Okay. Anyone else? Only 1 student following me. The rest, are you okay? Okay. 1 more. How about the rest? Okay, good. I will need to see more response from the student before I move on to the next slide. Okay, good. Okay, so we also offer business program. If you want to become a businessman or becomes leaders in the management, so you can do a business management degree. So you can join foundation in business. Okay, what will you learn from business management? Business management cover a wide topics about the whole organization chart of the business, ranging from HR, finance, operations, but you only learn you will not learn in detail, but only the basic knowledge. This is the degree versions MBAs. Okay, so next slide. We also have accounting and finance. Accounting and finance for those students who want to build their career in the accounting firms or in the auditor firms. So you can further your study in the professional exams, for example, ICAW or ACCA for accounting and finance. So we also have computer science. This is the highly demands, it's very highly demand in the UK. This first time, this year is the first time they offer in Malaysia due to the demands. So what we will learn, you will not learn only cybersecurity, AIs, algorithms. All these are the very important for your future careers. So we also have business analytics. So what will you learn in business analytics? Okay, for example, business analytics students. Okay, let's say you are working in a mobile phone company. Okay, business analytics students, you have to analyze data. Okay, the products. Okay, which products, which phone is the best selling? Okay, let's say it's Oppo Reno 1 or Oppo Reno 2 or Oppo 009 or something. Okay, which one and why? Who is the buyers? The breakdown of the buyers. Is this like best selling is in northern Malaysia? Why? Are they more affordable or this color is more popular? Okay, you have to do the data analysis and recommendations for your managers for their next product launchings. Okay, this is just some of the examples. Okay, so the business analytics is a combination of business as well as computer science, but you will not focus on like how to write a program. That's one will be pure computer science, but you will learn how to use the software to analyze the data. Okay, so we also have business entrepreneurs. Business entrepreneur is also one of the interesting subjects, similar to business management, but this program will be more focused like digital business models, e-business and e-marketing will be covered under these programs also. So we also have marketing. Marketing is interesting. Okay, for example, when I ask about students, what do you think about KFC? KFC, okay, the moments I say about KFC, some people will think about chickens, some people will think about red colors, some people will think about the friendly uncle, the logo, some people will think about the slogans, finger linking goods. Okay, all these are the marketing strategy brandings. Okay, so how about McDonald's, yellow color, the M's, the golden archy. Okay, it's also McDonald is also the Donald McDonald, the logo. And also how about AirAsia or AirAsia? Maybe people think about low cost, affordable, everyone can fly. It's low cost and cheap. Okay, Singapore Airline expensive. All these are brandings for marketing. Apart from brandings, marketing is about doing event activity, how to get in more customers. For example, advertisements. Every day you see your social media. Okay, people ask you to buy this, buy this. Were you convinced? Do you think that okay, they can convince you? Okay, you have to write an articles or social media post. All these are advertisement, or you want to go for the traditional medias like TV or radios. Okay, these are questions. Is business analytics sense as data science? Okay, business analytics and the data science, they are okay, I can say that these two programs are correlated. They are related, but there are some difference. Okay, some subjects is similar. Okay, for business analytics, will be more focused and using in the business environments. Okay, for data science, some of the data science, okay, they are more focused on engineering. Okay, they will be more sophisticated. In terms of the data analysis, it will be more, depends on the content. So when you look at the university, firstly, you must not only look at the program you want. For example, marketing. Every university also offer marketing, but you have to look at the contents, the compulsory core modules, year 1, year 2, year 3. Is this interesting to use? Okay, for example, Southampton, as I mentioned, will be more focused on digital marketing. Okay. So these are the difference, okay? So based on your questions, I already can answer you. There are similar programs like business, such as business management and business entrepreneurship. As I mentioned, these two are about the same. You can see year 1, same subjects, same modules, but only year 2 slightly different and year 3 slightly different for these two subjects. Okay, they are similar subjects, but they are different also. So the basic difference for data science, some of the school only allow science students to enter. Okay, because they will be related to programming. Some schools do not cover, so they will be more become a business analytics. Okay, so I hope I answer you. So we also have. Okay, this is our new campus. You can have a look. So they are very convenient for our students because you know this. There are 200 commercial shops here. The food, you can eat Japanese food, Thai food, Indian food, Chinese food, all are here available. Okay, so these are this is the learning environments. Okay, you will study in these beautiful and conducive classrooms. So this is the summary of the program that offer in Malaysia, Southampton. Okay, so these are the recent graduates. For example, because our today topic is focusing on join the top 100 ranking university. Top 100 ranking university is a very good stepping stone for the good students. Okay, because all the employer, the top company, firstly, they will look at the good students, but you also must get good result and have a good interviews performance before you land the final offer. Okay, for example, our graduate are working from like Dyson, Microsoft, Intel, all the other top company, multinational companies. Why Southampton? Because Southampton, we have a very good linkage with IBM, Microsoft, like Google's, IBM's, Lumberburst, Message, all these are our partners in the UK. So we do offer scholarship, but the scholarship, I will just give you some basic information. So if you have a good result in SPM, A plus full scholarship for foundations, other A's, okay, ranging from 4 A's or 5 A's, 10 to 50%. Okay, we also have business foundations. Okay, business one, you also will get full scholarship if you have 6 A plus. So this is the undergraduate if you are taking A level or other qualifications. So we also offer progressions up to year 1. So why study engineering? Okay, the traditional way of engineering, there's only 4 branches: mechanicals, electricals, civils, and chemicals. This is the modern engineering, but the modern ones also focus on these 4 branches teachings. Okay, for example, engineer design drones, engineer design robotics, engineer design body cameras, Nokia 4G to 5Gs, a cancer detective. Okay, everything's that we always can put the engineer make life better. Everything you can see. Okay, for example, the TV screens, your mobile phone, the table and chair that you are using now or sitting on, all these are invented by engineers. Okay, even those like your house also built by engineers. Okay, so the chemistry, 3D printings, all these are engineers. Okay, for example, wearable technology, your wristwatch, your glasses that you put on, everything's are engineers. Okay, so like these facial recognition, social medias, all these are engineers. Okay, but don't worry, business and engineers also can work across different industries. Their students ask me, I am a business student, can I work in hospitals? The answer is yes. Hospital not only need nurses, needs doctors, and hospital also needs business students to run marketing events. They also need accountants to help them to record all their expenses, revenues. They also need business students, HR, human resource to recruit the doctor, to pay salary for the doctors, to do all the administration, to do customer service. Okay, so all these industry are related to every job also can work. Okay, for example, if you are an engineer, you want to work in beauty industry, yes, you are highly demand. You can invent the laser to make the skin, our complexions fairless or more beautiful or flawless. Yeah, make people also, or the contents or the filter screens. Yeah, so there are a lot of industry interesting for definitely build and design and food but cannot run. Then that means you are not a successful engineer because your car cannot move. Okay, but definitely when you want a successful car, the expensive one like Mercedes-Benz, all this is a combination of good design and good functions. All these are built by the engineers, experts. Okay, so firstly, all the students, you must know your directions. But this is very common that if you don't know what you want to do, but at the moment, I always tell students to focus on your study and exam. As long as you have a good results, you don't need to worry about your future. Why? Because our preference will change when we grow up. For example, when you're streets, but at the moment, 15 and above, I don't think you still enjoy eating. But if you are enjoying, there's no wrong and right. So for example, when I was 10 years old, I like to eat durian, but now I don't like. There's no wrong and right. Okay, for example, at the moment I study engineering, but after 5 years graduate, I have a job in banking. you can move on to your banking industry if you love doing data analysis also. So there are a lot of variety, but you must know that how all are the transferable skills. Engineering skills can be transferable, for example, because the entry requirement for engineer require mathematics and additional math. So the student who have a good mathematics skill, they can apply across different industry. Like I'm saying, we have engineer work in banking and finance, accounting firms, in all this also. Their students study accounting but cannot get accounting job, but engineer can get. Why? Because the engineer student have a good result and good mathematics skill. Okay, so all this depends on your personal competitive advantage. Okay, competitive advantage is very important. If you are lucky today, you join these sections. So we are sharing to you to broaden your views and mind, so that we want you to stand out in the future, so you can learn and plan your futures according to your strengths and weaknesses. Okay, so all these are the example for the evolving. From 1970, the games is very big but enjoyable, but until now, the high screen resolutions and the speech, all these are different already. So imagine that 10 years ago, when you was a kid, the television is a fat, heavy fat ones, but now it's LEDs, high resolutions. Yeah, so all these are different. Okay, for example, Southampton, we work closely with Huawei for innovation labs. GSK is the company that if you drink Ribenas or Horlicks, this is the manufacturer. So for 3D technology and wind tunnels, we are always improve ourselves, do the updated research to teach our students the more latest information. Okay, so if you are not from Johor, then you can fly to Johor airport. So Johor here, our school is very convenient, like Grab, bus, taxi. So you don't need to worry about transport. Very near to the first Legoland in Asia. It's about 5-minute driving distance. So the school not only teach you the knowledge, but we also want to enrich your life. Okay, so we have a Okay, I'm so sorry that I didn't know that I was disconnected because I'm too excited. So I keep talking until I received a message that I was disconnected. So I will continue my sections. So I believe that I just stop around here. Okay, so Southampton cities also provide a lot of events to enrich the student life, because we want to prepare our students to get their first jobs. Okay, so like all these career fair, how to write a cover letters, how to prepare for your career interviews. Okay, so this is the UEC. Us and GB have the first hands. Because my internet is stable, so I will off my video to make it smooth. Okay, so let's continue with the sharing sections. Okay, so the GB Academy will provide you the first-hand information about the UEC discounts and entry requirements. Do keep in touch with us and send your result when you get. So, okay, next slide. So, this is the real examples. Our students, engineers, this is their year 3 projects. Before they graduate, they already become an inventor or entrepreneur. As we all know that the plastic pollution is very serious, it's a critical issue. So the students invented this product, they call it O4, to filter all the microplastics so that our oceans will be greener for our future generation, is sustainable in another way. So this is the real samples that University of Southampton. This is a certificate that you will get. Your name will be written here, depend on your programs, your result. So in the UK, there will be 3 categories: first class, second class, and third class honors. So depend on your result. So engineer is one of the job that is highly demanded. Usually is high pay and low unemployment rate. As you can see, during the current situation, Singapore still still hiring hundreds of engineering staff. So there are some of the story that I will share if we have a chance to meet in next times. So there are a lot of reasons to study in the UK. I myself is graduated from UK Lancaster. So these are the examples. Sorry, you can just look at the pictures if you can't read the word. So it's London is the best city for education. So we all know that we'll be replaced by humans. Oh, sorry, we'll be replaced by the machines. Sorry. So it's like in Singapore already got the robot baristas already. So in future, you can see all the coffee shops, all the convenience shops. There's no human to serve you anymore in the future. So if you don't have a skill to improve yourself to study the relevant subjects, you will be eliminated. Okay, this is a very important, serious issue. Okay, you are not competitive enough to survive in the next challenging decades. Okay, so these are our students sharing story. Our students are graduated in the UK. I'm sure that I'm announced that officially graduated from Southampton's first class honors engineers. This is also, so you can see he studied a degree in Southampton, but master in University of Bristol, another top university in the UK. So you can always, if you have a good result, you also can join Cambridge and Oxford, no problems. Okay, this is our student real story in the UK. So this is my school. I'm graduated from Lancaster, UK. So this is a very, in the northern England, is similar like a rural, but this is one of the beautiful city that I cannot forget because I studied there. So this is how this is my life. Every day I woke up to enjoy the fresh breath. Okay, so this is my school. You can see that it's surrounded by all the agriculture. So there are a lot of cow, a lot of sheep that are surrounding me. So this is the beautiful library. It's open for 24 hours. Okay. So you can see, okay, these pictures is green colors. So do you know what restaurant is this? This is a fast food restaurant. So, okay, students can let us have some engagements. Which fast food restaurant is this green colors? Okay, you can type. Okay, this brand is available in Malaysia. It's available in Malaysia. What do you think? Come, just Subway. Not correct. Anyone else who know the answer? Yeah, which restaurant is this? Available in Malaysia is a very popular brand. Actually, it's a worldwide popular brand. But in the UK, they are not yes, the color is McDonald's, correct. This is the McDonald's color in the UK. It's green. I also very surprised, but this is 10 years ago. So the pictures you can see they are quite systematic, the way they organize. For example, the straw. I mean, in Malaysia, we always just put at one boxes, if I'm not mistaken. But in UK, they are displayed in another way. So you will make me feel interesting. Also, they sell different menus. Okay, this is my uni. You can see, imagine that I study in these beautiful apartments. That's why I can get good result, because the environment is conducive for study. Okay, so because the weather is also very good. So because Malaysia weather is too hot until all of us, our minds cannot work. So sometimes our result will be affected by the weather. That's why there's a research show that the people from the winter country actually is smarter than the tropical countries. Okay, this is not discriminations, but this is true also, because based on our experience, we feel more, how to say, alert at night also. At the moment, a lot of young people, they stay until midnight, not because another reason is because of weather, because the afternoon hot suns make us feel lethargic, feel sleepy also. So our minds will automatically switch off, you know, the functions that, okay. So yeah, okay. So, okay, my personal growth. Okay, I just share with you. After that, I joined, my first job is with Sunway. After that, I joined Fraud and Sullivan, a global consulting firm. And I also work for Medini Iskandar. Medini Iskandar is government investments, as well as the Japanese Mitsui is also Japanese government investment projects. Okay, so these are my career. So I also actively involved, okay, this is my motto. Life is rich when it is wider. So unfortunately, I think that all of you have 2 years gone already, MCOs that at homes. Your lives will be diminishing, I mean, the values without experiencing, because nothing can substitute experience. I always ask students to try different things. Okay, even though today you try to cook very bad, taste is very bad, but this is your experience, because nothing can substitute experience. It's make you grow wiser also in the future. So this is how, okay, previously I'm not so daring one, I can tell you. I'm, as a typical Malaysians or Asians, actually I'm quite timid, I can tell you. A lot of things I do not dare to try, but after that I go there, I feel comfortable, because maybe the cultures, they are very individualistic in the UKs, okay? So a lot of them are doing, they are quite independent also. So we learn a lot of things independently. We do volunteering jobs in the UKs. So all these are the wonderful memory that make me more independent and more, how to say, mature, okay? So I also actively involved for different study like Nanjing, online learnings also. So non-stop learnings until you die, so you only can stop. Okay, this is I want to share with all the students here. So these are the certificate that I gained lately. Even though I also learned Spanish, like hola, me llamo instance, gracias. Okay, yeah. So these are my sharings. Thank you so much for your interest and listening and spending your wonderful afternoons with me. So I will pass the lessons of control back to Jocelyn from GB Academy. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Anston. I think we have some question in the chat box. Okay, Alisa is asking whether if she can apply the foundation. She will be sitting the exam on March. So I think she's a SPM student. Yeah, for this one, Alisa, you have to see where you want to study. If you want to study direct in the UK itself, yes, no problem. You can definitely apply the foundation there by using your, I think there is a school report card. You can use that one also. You just give me your result, everything, maybe on November or December, then yeah, you can do the submission. But what if you're asking about the Southampton, Malaysia, Anston, can he apply using the school report card?
You can fill up the application form first, and then GB will follow up with you. So you can apply around in the next start in November. So you can submit your applications. But now you can submit to GB. GB will keep your documents. So after that, we will help you to submit to follow up until you get the offer letter. So don't worry about that. So yes. So there are a few other questions for Chen Jing. Also, can I know the accounting and finance can do 2+1 to UK campus for all? For Southampton, yes, you can do 2+1 or 1+2 or 3 years in Malaysia or 3 years in the UK if you start from foundation here. Yes, it's not an issue. We this program have this kind of structures and arrangements. So for Amanda Chong's, is there many students come from internationals? Due to the COVID-19 constraints, Malaysia campus at the moment, majority are Malaysians. But don't worry, once you go to the UK, as I mentioned, my friend is in the UK. He joined the Japanese society because he loves the culture of Japan. So even now, I think now he is a master of sushi. He can open a restaurant already. So you have friends from like Colombia, Argentina, 135 countries around the world. Yeah, your friends. So you also can join their society. There are a lot of society and club in the UK. It's very interesting one. Unlike Malaysia, Malaysia's always okay. Badminton cup, basketball cups. Who else? No more. Or if you are religious, then you go for the religion clubs. It's a traditional, but a little bit, to me, not so interesting. So in the UK, they have adventure club, they have political clubs. Okay, if you want to become politicians in the futures, you can prepare yourselves. Okay, they have sport cars, like rowings. Rowing is not it's not the row your boat. The one is on the oceans. Bicycle clubs. Wow, a lot of interesting events. Interesting up 300 society for you to choose in the UK. Okay, so do you know that during your exam period, the university also will try to reduce your pressures or tensions or alleviate your tensions? We will let our animal out. So Southampton, we have a mini zoo. The mini zoo in terms of, okay, I forgot the names of the animals already. It's the cute ones. Okay, let me check. Let me type at the chat box and I'll show you the names. It's a very cute one. Okay. Sorry, it's called the grass mask door. Sorry, I don't know whether it is true or not. Yeah, sorry. Let me show you the picture here. Yes. So for example, yes, this is the animal that Southampton has. So we will let this animal out and then you can touch them so that the physical touch reduce your pressures. There are different animals also, depend on the year that you join. So there are interesting stories. So you can learn from different people. So then from you might have friends from Africa also. So you can see, you also have friends from India, the real India. Okay, you can see the way they cook the curry may be different from your home cookings. There are different varieties also. Yeah, you have friends from China also. Yeah.
Okay, so just always remember, if you are the SPM student, you can always submit your application to us or to me as soon as possible if you're thinking about that. So I think most of the time you will be start your class on July 2022. Yeah. So if let's say you are thinking direct to apply a foundation to the UK, submit earlier. Okay, you can actually start your class on January or April also can, because UK they always have few intake, but provided you must have your IELTS. Yeah. So the most important thing is most of the application is actually free of charge. So you don't need to worry to pay any upfront fees, and you can even get the offer letter and then you discuss with your parent. It's not the issue. Okay, so yeah, if there's no question, I think the session will be until today, and I hope the earlier one that I shared about the study skill will actually help you guys, in terms to the study and preparation for the upcoming exam. So yeah, if you have any more further study about the university and so on, if you want, you can step back later on to ask more, or if you want, you have my number already, you can always make an appointment or WhatsApp to me. All right, thank you so much. Yes. Everybody, see you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day. So we are available most of the day, 24 hours. But when we free, we will reply you.
Bye.